Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'll be discussing the international marketing, main three topics which will be discussed. My name is Ibrahim Snoussi, and here's an overview of my presentation. To begin with, I'll be discussing the market research and the research processes which are used for Maxis, which is the company that I've chosen, a telecommunication company. And I'll be choosing the best countries between Europe, Africa, and the Middle East, which Maxis will be able to operate in. Lastly, I will talk about how Maxis maintains quality to be able to be recognized globally rather than only in the local market. The marketing research. To begin with, marketing research is mainly used to identify market problems or opportunities. When it comes to the three keys which makes a successful marketing research, it's usually the presence of natives from the foreign culture during that research. The other main point is the use of multiple triangulation or methods during the marketing research. And lastly is the inclusion of decision makers. This is when top executives who should occasionally talk directly to observe customers in the foreign market. Following that will be the scope of the international marketing research. During the marketing research, which is done by Maxis, the research was divided into three main factors. One of them was the general information. This is the information about the country, the area, or the market. Following that is the information which is necessary to forecast future marketing requirements. This is done by usually anticipating the economic, the consumer, the health trends, and the market of the country itself. And lastly is the specific market information, which is used to make the marketing plans, which are the promotion, distribution, the price, and develop these marketing plans. Following that, we're going to be discussing the research process. Maxis went through a specific research process in order to gain the main knowledge out of this. First one was identifying the problem. When identifying the problem, the main problem in the UAE, which is the country which is Maxis going to, UAE lacks competition in the telecom industry. This is because there were only two telecom industries in the whole United Arab Emirates. However, the information gathered was far greater range to understand than the unfamiliar culture of the foreign market. Then following that is determining the resources of the information. The sources of information are used to fulfill the research objectives. The problem with them is that they did not have the level of reliability which are necessary for confident decisions to be made. And another problem was relating to the availability of data. This was due to the lack of language skills. The third point would be the instrument tools which was used. And this is the tools which we use are surveys, but however there are types of data which are the secondary and the primary data. The primary data is usually the data which is used from distributors, middlemen, sales representatives, or customers. However, the data which was used for Maxis research was the secondary data. This type of data is collected by someone who really knows the market, but is communicated to the user which will be used, but was not conducted by the user himself, which means Maxis didn't gather the data, it was collected by the country itself. Then the next step is analyzing the data. Analyzing the data usually is the problems that may arise, which arise during that, with analyzing the results, was that both secondary and primary data are not they are subject to many limitations. Plus the consumer's attitude towards the product and the interviewer's attitude can affect or distort the research findings. And lastly is effectively communicating the results to the decision makers. In this, the main idea of this research process is how to communicate this to the decision maker. The basic objective of this market research is to provide management with the information for more accurate decision making. However, decision makers have to be involved in the fieldwork in order to see the market and communicate with customers visually in order to, when the occasion warrants, and how they can deal with the market. However, following that, I'll be discussing the topic of the Europe, Africa, and the Middle East, and why Maxis has, which area has Maxis chosen. The regional integration. The most basic economic integration and cooperation is the RCD. RCD is where governments agree to participate jointly to develop basic industries in the economy. Each country makes an advanced commitment to participate in financing of a new joint venture or the share output of the venture. However, when it comes to the MENA region, the MENA region is well known for the Arab countries. It sets goals for free internally, but has not really succeeded. This is because of the politics and the many disadvantages which have occurred. Unfortunately, the aim was to integrate like the 22 Arab countries together, but with the long history of disagreements, this did not succeed. When it comes to the GCC countries, which is one of them Maxis aim to enter, the GCC countries are known to be a common market, and in the GCC countries, which are including Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Qatar, Bahrain, and the UAE, these countries are known to be combined together in a common market where any residents of the GCC country can transport between other countries freely and can do business together freely. And the countries, these countries are really keen to keep the GCC together and with one hand. However, the GCC countries was ranked 12th in 2013 to be one of the longest stable economy in the world. Following that, this is why we chose the UAE. The UAE is politically stable, offering Maxis a more advantage than other regions in the Arab countries. Plus, the technology, or the increase in technology, which has improved, which is constantly improving the UAE, has shown that telecommunication has reached another level. Besides that, the UAE has become the hub of tourism. It has worked in the government, and many citizens all over the GCC countries are willing to be part of the UAE government. Besides that, and well-known thing is that Dubai is ranking 7th of the most visited cities. This will enable Maxis to even retain more customers through tourism, through people willing to travel to the UAE. However, the third topic which I'll be discussing is the products and services for the business. In the products and services of our business, the main thing is about the quality. Quality involves the level of technology reflected in the product, and the price is relative to competitive products. Business-to-business marketers frequently misinterpret the concept of the quality. ISO 9000. ISO 9000 is an international standard of quality. It's a series of 5 international standards. It was designed in Geneva by the International Organization of Standardization, and it assures the quality of product. ISO 9000 standards do not apply to specific products, but the existing quality system it has a high place to ensure and meet the published quality standards. How did Maxis get the ISO 9000 done? It had to go through specific steps. The first thing is Maxis requested a certifying body, which is a third party, to conduct a registration assessment and an audit of the key business processes of a company. However, the second task is the assessor asks questions about everything from blueprints to sales to filling the papers. And then lastly, the assessor helps the management to create a quality manual, which will be made available to customers wishing to verify organization reliability. When accreditation is granted, the company receives a verification, which will be used for further ISO standards. To summarize my whole presentation, product service quality by customers is defined and can be more reliable when the ISO 9000 is available, which defines the quality. And it provides companies attention, and it focuses more on quality when they have this certification. The regions, Europe, Africa, Middle East, they perhaps include the greatest diversity in income levels of countries possible. But Praxis will face challenges when going international and globally. Therefore, each country should be assessed differently. The basic objective of the market research Sultan is to provide demand with information to make more accurate decisions in the future. Thank you all very much, and thank you.